What's going on, Grind family? It's your boy Eternal Grind Capo, back with another episode of the Eternal Grind podcast. Today, on this beautiful Labor Day, I have the amazing First Lady of New Orleans. You know, not only is she an amazing artist, she's actually on YouTube. If you will go on YouTube and subscribe to her page under Syncityrapz, go to her Instagram, Syncityrapz, and I am Syncityrapz. She's a businesswoman, an all-around dope person. We're going to sit here today. We're going to touch on a few topics, like I said in the description, that a lot of people are afraid to talk about for some reason, but we're going to talk about it here today. Um, Sin, first of all, thank you for being up here.
Thank you for having me.
Um, uh, let's talk about the New Orleans scene. How was it for you growing up in New Orleans? We all heard these treacherous stories about the city of New Orleans. Are those true?
hmm Yeah, I was blessed. Before Katrina, I was raised by my grandmother, so I was raised in a suburban area. I was raised with 3 hot meals a day,
Okay.
stuff like that. Bedtime was 30 minutes of TV. Very strict household. After Katrina, I moved back with my mom, and I got to see life for what it was. Like I got to see hardships, everything that you would hear about New Orleans. I got to hear. I'm talking. I was in clubs on Bourbon at 14. Just life, just living, just living.
Wow. So was it kind of a culture shock and something that you had to get used to after coming from a place in your life where
No,
you were kind of sheltered?
no, because you got to think I still go to school with people.
Yeah. Yeah. So we talked backstage slightly about the New Orleans music scene and how you got into music. Well, not how you got into music when you started music. What made you so passionate about music?
Um, because growing up, like I said, my grandmother raised me for like 7 years, and she was strictly about God. Everything was about God, and they were very strict. And I don't know, I was singing one day, and they kind of like paid attention to me, and I listened to myself like, oh, okay, I think I could sing. And when I would start singing gospel songs, it was like that was attention. That was the attention that I was seeking, that I needed. It was positive attention that I was seeking, and they was giving in return. And my family is big on church. Everybody's in the choir. Everybody know how to sing. They're a musician. And I joined the church choirs. And at school, I was in the school choirs. I was leading all the songs. We got a baseball team now that used to be Zephyrs baseball. It ended up being, I think it's called Baby Cakes now. I used to open up with the national anthem for their games.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, it was just it pretty much just was just an acceptance thing in my household. That was something that I was accepted as and I was supported with.
Okay. So you started off pretty much singing. Tell me one song as far as hip hop goes or artist that made you say, "Hey, I want to do this rap."
Nobody. It was
Really?
after Katrina, I started meeting a lot of dudes that was popping in the city as far as music. And I was like, man, put me on. They was trying to have sex. I'm like, look, I'm trying to get in this music scene. So they were like, ain't nobody not listening to no gospel singing. No, like, we're not about to do that. But I felt like me being young, doing gospel music, I could blow. They was like, nah, you can't. Not here. Especially like, we not about to back you with that. So they was like, man, you need to rap. Like, it would be dope to have a young female rapper from the city, that'd be dope. And I was like, rap? I was like, I don't know how to rap. I listened to the Carter too. That's what we was talking about. And he got this song. It's like three of them. It's called Fly In, Fly Out. And
Oh
I listened to
yeah.
that over and over. And I just came up with a song, and it was about it was about Katrina. Let me see if I remember. It's like, it's been a couple months since I've been from my house. Still bitches on the street trying to run their mouth. I keep it live on the block. I do what I do. If you fucking with me, you fucking with the whole New Orleans crew. And everybody was like, nigga, yeah. And I was like, all right, let me, perfect this. So I started writing, started spitting everywhere. Boom, got into high school. I would write stuff and I would rap with the people like in the cafeteria and stuff. Niggas started stealing my shit. They started. I said, wait a minute, hold up, wait, no, don't do me that. So they out there rapping and stuff, then they'll come back and ask me to write songs for them. I write it for them. They up there acting like this, they stuff. So then we on the yard one day. I was one of them kids. I'm going behind a dumpster. I gotta smoke my cigarette. I'm about to go smoke this weed. We not about to play. I don't have time to play. I ain't
Right,
constantly
right.
play. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go eat lunch and go play recess. Y'all little kids to me. I got, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cope with being here. So we behind the dumpster smoking and stuff like this. So they like, yeah, saying, we heard you rap, woo woo. So they go to putting on beats and stuff on their phone, and everybody just taking turns rapping. I'm like, wait, what y'all wrote this and stuff? They're like, no, this called freestyling. I'm like, freestyling? Like, damn, I thought I had the rap thing down pat, rapping and writing, and now I freestyling. Wait, what y'all
The
talking
whole
about?
other
Like,
world.
damn. I'm like, Lord. So, man, one day, hi, they put on a beat. I just went to running it. They like, yeah, sing, yeah. I'm like, okay. And that's
Okay.
just out there on the yard. It went from us behind the dumpster smoking to as soon as we hit that yard, everybody gathered around to see who gonna come battle me next. That's what it ended up being.
Well, oh, you were battling as a female artist.
Killing everybody. Any nigga that stepped up to me, boom. And the thing about it was there was no other female. There was no female. None. So I'm going against dudes. This dudes that's respected in the community, this dudes that's respected in the school. And they talking about they rap, people support them. They don't really fuck with me because I'm
Right.
G'd up, soldier down. I went to a bougie school. They was like, nah, this bitch crazy. I was always in juvenile and shit, so they was like, But when they see that, when they see me doing that, they like, all right, so her character matches, what she talking about. And I don't know, it was crazy. It was crazy. I got like a lot of respect from it. A lot.
Did you ever go home and just kind of sit down after one of those situations and be like, yo, I just battled like 10 dudes and I'm a female? Or did you just kind of like brush it off and it was kind of like a normal thing?
No, I went home mad. Because um in high school, like I said, in high school, I was homeless. I was in and out of juvenile. It was trouble for me in high school. So once I'm going home, I'm not even worried about that no more.
Right.
That's not even on my mind. But when I come the next day, everything that I've been through all these years and whatever I had to go through when I went home yesterday, I'm spitting that shit on the yard.
Ooh. So
And
that's pure and raw. What is your thought process if you're in the studio and you're going to write a track? What is where does your mind have to be or your vibe?
a lot of my stuff is freestyle. A lot of my music is freestyle. My writing is never in the studio. It's always me in a car, me around the house. I hear a beat in my head or something, or I might be having a conversation with somebody and I say something, and I'm like, oh shit, that was fire. That's a nice ass little parable. That's a nice little ball, and I just go to writing just like that.
Oh, so you're kind of you random. You pull
Mm-hmm.
things that's definitely very dope. Do you have anything that's out on YouTube or Spotify, Apple
Yeah,
Music?
I have music everywhere. All my old music, my kid. All my old music is under Sin City 504. All my new music, everything is Syncityrapz.
Okay. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go hit that up, Sin City 504 and Sin City Raps, both, man. Go check that out. If you like Gwen, you're gonna love her, man. She's one of the females in the city that's coming hard, and she's not talking about, pussy popping and everything else.
Mm-mm. I feel like damn near everybody in my just hold on. Uh, um okay, so me being from New Orleans, the music scene out there is bounce music. If you're not doing bounce, it's really hard. And then the females that do bounce music, that's all they talking about, twerking. I fucked your baby daddy. I can't take that back. I don't have time for that. I'm married. I'm sorry. I just not on that. And then I'm a mother of two boys.
Right, right.
That's not. I can't have them growing up and they like, man, your mama was the girl that was. What I'm saying? No, no, none of that.
But you know what? I think you made a great point there about New Orleans being about bounce music. I just recently
Get out of here. I'm sorry. Go upstairs for me. Thank you. I'll sit right there. That's fine. Sit right there.
I just realized maybe a couple of years ago that that's New Orleans' original sound is bounce. For
Huh.
me, being from New York, when I thought about New Orleans, I thought about the Master P's, I thought about the Little Wings. So we thought hardcore gangster music. We didn't know nothing that the original sound of New Orleans was bounce.
Right.
And it took me to watch a few documentaries and stuff like that to kind of figure that out. How do you feel about the bounce culture going to other places? Because now I'm seeing it pretty much everywhere. It's like one of those things where every female artist wants to talk about twerking, like Florida. Florida was not known for that sort of thing. And no disrespect to Florida, but we're just being real here. The Young Miamis and everything. Like I hear a lot of New Orleans bouncing their music. What do you feel about that?
Well, number one, the City Girls came to New Orleans. Well, what's her name? Young Miami came down there because JC was in jail and did the song with Drake, and they was not fucking with her. She was not welcome at all. I was out there on that video set when he was filming. They're like, nah.
Nah. No.
It's gonna come back. Somebody was calling my phone. It's about to come back.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody. I got calls coming through. I feel like it's a slap in the face because they have people in New Orleans that do the bounce. So why y'all not putting those artists on? Why would y'all take they style, rap about what they're rapping about? Like Soulja Slim sister, she had a song. I forgot how the song go, but anyway, a girl in Florida stole her song basically. Cash, I think it was called Cash App, and the girl stole her song. I'm like, man, that's Soulja Slim sister. Like, how you just like you must ain't know whose song you was taking when you did that. You know what I'm saying? And her song out, the girl in Florida, her song out there is popping, is doing numbers. Well, I know it was doing numbers way more than so the Slim Sister Peaches or whatever. I'm like, man, it's so disrespectful. Like, it's like I can't say I'm a Yankee fan without saluting to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like what you doing?
Do you think New Orleans artists need to be a lot more outspoken? That's one thing about New Orleans that I've realized over the years. And I've heard quite a few things, going back and now, tapping into different cultures and music and stuff like that. I've heard a few songs that have come out of New Orleans that I may hear in Florida, California, in Atlanta, different places. But New Orleans artists never go on attack. That's if it's coming from Atlanta like, oh, he stole my song. They on Instagram live. No, my producer, I'm gonna play this, the shade room and everything else. I never hear New Orleans artists.
They do. You not following the right people. They do. One thing about New Orleans people, they not really business minded like that. They're just talented. They'll put stuff out there and not back themselves up legally. They just think like, oh, this is a song. I'm popping in my city. They gonna fuck with it. This is and that. Not knowing that people waiting and they waiting to steal your stuff.
Right.
They waiting.
Absolutely.
New Orleans is based on popularity. They want to be popular. So again, when they put these songs out there, they just want to have the best song in the city. They not thinking about the outskirts. They're not thinking about it.
That's crazy. I never thought of it that way, being that probably the most business-minded person comes from New Orleans, which is Master P. No disrespect
and
to
we don't fool with Master P.
I hear that everybody from New Orleans says that, and I'm like, yo, he's like one of the pinnacle people from there or whatever. But everybody that I talk to from New Orleans, or I might watch a TV show, and everybody's like, yo, we don't fuck with P at all. So like, what is that about? Is it because he turned his back on New Orleans? Is still claimed it?
No, it's just a business it's a business. I'm on an interview right now. Tell him I'm gonna call him back in a second. Tell him I did get it. Thank you. It's some things that has nothing to do with me that I can't speak on.
Got you.
But very damaging to my city.
Got you. So the other day I caught your live on YouTube, and the original discussion was about Ada and the mission to help people and the vaccine and so on and so forth. I want to talk about the conversation we had via comment, your voice. You know how that went about this church situation. What do you feel about churches in general as a whole?
I don't fool with churches at all. Once again, I was one of those people that grew up in churches, and it didn't do nothing. It didn't do anything for me. It was just full of a lot of judgment of people that'll help you just to go back and be like, oh yeah, she was out here with her kids struggling. I'm the one that let her come to my house, and I don't fool with it. I feel like why? Okay, I don't have a problem with giving 10%. I feel like whatever you put out in this world, you get back. But I'm not about to keep helping this pastor get rich. They got these big old beautiful buildings, and I'm like,
yeah.
If I gotta go to these big old beautiful buildings to serve God, what's the purpose of heaven?
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree, and we agreed on pretty much the whole conversation. That's the same way I feel. Me and my grandmother used to get into it a lot because of course, she's a very religious person. She comes from that era of being religious, and everything's about God. And me personally, I'm a Muslim. You know, so and even with Islam, I have some problems that I speak out on against. So I have no problems when I see things are wrong, they're wrong. Um, my problem is I've watched my grandmother go from being on 8th Avenue in Harlem in the middle of shootouts and all the rest of that to go take her little 10% to this big ass nice church for this dude to pull up in the Rolls Royce. And his wife has on this $2,000 dress. And I'm like, damn, I said, yo, your light bill is late and you got to hit $50 and you coming to take these people money. And she'll go to the hospital and they wouldn't even offer to pay a hospital bill. Yo, we got you. Don't worry about it. Well, we'll offer you prayer, Miss McLeod. That was my grandmother's name, Miss McLeod. We'll get the congregation to pray for you and that kind of thing. And I feel like, yo, it's fucked up because black people with every situation are based off of hope and not results. You understand? And the Joe Biden situation, I'm not a political person whatsoever because honestly, I feel like it's going to happen regardless if we go vote or not. That's just my personal opinion. Might not be the truth, but um, the whole hope thing. You allow these people to get on these national television shows and news or whatever, and they say, I'm for you. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I love you because you deserve better. And we're just like, yes, we just won the championship. I'm going to vote for you instead of holding these people accountable for what Joe Biden has given everybody a pass or a bill or whatever he was supposed to do, except for the African American community.
Yeah, he was supposed to let a lot of dudes go home from jail.
Yeah,
That bill was supposed to be passed August 1st. They
yeah,
still and everybody already voted on it to say yes.
yeah.
Why hasn't been passed yet? My thing is before we get to holding them accountable, do your research on people. I am so upset about I can't even say her name. What's her name? Kamala, the vice president.
Camilla, Lord,
Her. I'm
yeah, don't get
so
me to
mad
lie.
about that still to this day. When I had to get off Facebook. When I'm looking at my people up there talking about yes, we did it. We have a black female vice president and we made history and women can do it and I'm like, this lady not black. Like, what do you like? That
Yeah,
make me so mad. I'm like, y'all fall for anything. And it's just the mindset of people. And I'm like, you don't, like you say, hope. Stop putting your hope in these people, bro. Worry about what you could do for you. I'm not even trying to hear none of these promises they're talking about.
right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because once they get in office, they controlled.
Yeah,
They got handlers. So they really can't do it. If they wanted to help, they can't do it. Again, Kamala locked up so many black men, gave them harsh sentences for
yeah,
small crimes. First
yeah,
time offenders, she punished these dudes.
yeah,
Probably still
yeah.
sitting in jail. And I'm like, did y'all research? Y'all will see this is why we don't have our brothers, why we don't have our sons, why we don't have more fathers in the community. Because of people
Absolutely.
like her. But this is people that y'all voted for. Biden. What the hell is Biden? They always showing his eyes. I'm like, look, his eyes changing like a reptilian. What is that? Like you could say conspiracy theory, whatever. But when you looking at that, it's kind of like, what the fuck is this? What the
Right,
fuck did he put in office? A dinosaur? Did he
right,
always sick? Or we don't
right.
think he gonna last the whole term? So then it's like, oh, so this was a whole play from the beginning. Y'all knew this nigga wasn't gonna last.
That's
What
what
you
I didn't
talking about?
understand too. I'm like, I mean, from the moment he started running for office, I was calling him Sleepy Joe and everything else. Oh, he's too old and this, and that, and the third. But I still decided to vote for this man because I felt like he was the better choice. And like I said, I'm not a political person whatsoever. I feel like whatever's gonna be done is gonna be good. It's gonna be done on that level, period.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, I feel like they're controlled and it's like the best speech wins. Whoever has the best speech for the people to go out and vote, then they win. And
Nah,
that's why
it's
yeah,
like we're gonna write these speeches for y'all. We're gonna make it look good to the people.
exactly.
Like, listen, they got so many people that support Trump still to this day.
Yeah,
They want listen. They made it seem like they popularized Trump. Once Trump got in office, then you start hearing all the negativity and no. So they popularize these people themselves because they already know that they're going to win.
Right.
These are people that they already going to put in position.
Right.
So they're going to make them look good. Then they go turn around and blame us. Well, y'all voted for them. Y'all elected them in office. You guys did this. Y'all was
Which is
part
a
of
true
this.
statement, because I mean the proof is there. It's not hard to do your research on somebody. I mean, like I said, I mean, they're researching King Tut and dinosaurs and all the rest of that. So a person that's right here alive on this earth, I'm pretty sure it's not hard to find information on this person, regardless of how protected it is. Somebody knows something,
You be like,
right?
what? Do you think some of these people and probably be like, where the hell they came from? Who is that? Like nowadays, you can't ask children who Condoleezza Rice is. But then when I
Yeah,
think about it, who the fuck is she?
yeah,
I've been knowing her all my life, but what the fuck has she done for anything in my life? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Only thing I really know her for is the bad hairdos. They was on her ass about.
That's it.
And
I just used to see her on a few press conferences and shit. I'm like, oh, that's Condoleezza Rice. And then after
yeah,
that, it's like, who is she?
yeah.
This
I
people that's
think
in
that's a
now.
main problem in our community. We're terrible for actually uh
Falling for the
let's use the
okie dokie.
background check. We don't do the background checks. We let people pop up out of nowhere and say I'm this person, and we go with it, and as long as they say some shit that we would like to hear, then we're fine with the whole thing. And just like when Trump was running around grabbing pussies and everything else, nobody was shocked. And it threw me, because it's like, yo, son, they buried R. Kelly for, they burying Bill Cosby for. Trump was running around grabbing pussies, and it was like, oh, that was in the 80s,
But if you look at Biden, his videos of him, like he being hypnotized as soon as he get around little children.
yeah,
Several
yeah.
videos.
I saw a video, I forget the name of it, where God, I can't remember it. But anyway, it was around a lot of the presidents where they were showing you, little certain things. I think it was a video of Joe Biden, and they was at the White House, I believe, something like that. And the little girl went to go take a picture of it, and like he had his hand on her chest and looked at her parents, and her parents was looking back at him like, kind of. I was like, what? And I'm like, I'm a documentary person. I can sit there and watch that all day, all
Me
night.
too.
So that's probably one of my problems in life. But it's just like, yo, these people are showing us who they are on TV, and we're sitting there not seeing with our eyes, but hearing the hope still. You know what I'm saying? So
A lot of people just lost. I always say people don't know who they are, and if they did, they would see life a totally different way. My biggest pet peeve, especially with older people, is the fucking news. The
yeah,
news is there. The news run their entire life, and I'm like, yo. Now I always say I gotta look this shit up. Well, Obama, y'all black president, signed saying that they could get up there and lie to us,
yeah,
propaganda, do whatever they want. They could say whatever they want, whether it's true or not,
hmm,
legally.
yep,
But I can't go to court and fucking say no. I don't know what happened. I'm getting slammed with perjury, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. What the fuck?
yeah. It's a trip, man, and I don't know. At this point, we're gonna be in a heap of problems if Black people just don't wake up and educate ourselves, start buying property, uh,
I
start
always
owning our
say,
own
why
businesses.
do you think they gave us the game of Monopoly? Not to bring families together.
I've been saying that for years, and everybody looked at me like, "Yo, bro." And this is at the time where I was actually smoking weed, so they're just like, "Yo, bro, you just high, you're just thinking too much." And I'm like, "Man, okay." I'm the so-called conspiracy theorist, with my
Me
friends.
too.
And
Yeah.
so, they don't take nothing I said serious. Like, as soon as I start talking, they're like, "Oh boy, all right."
Me too.
Yeah. And then it don't help that I'm a Muslim, so they feel like I'm about to go into this whole Malcolm X speech and shit like that. But I'm just like, yo, I'm just for the people, in a realistic aspect. I'm like, yo, bro, we sit there and watch things happen like in our communities, and they tell you you're from the trenches. Yeah, I'm from the trenches, from the ghetto. Ain't no money here and shit like that. Well, if it ain't no money here, why the fuck do the Arabs got all these damn bodegas in your grocery store, in your hoods? Why the liquor stores are owned by the Arabs? Why is there a Chinese place in all these ghetto ass places if there's no money here? I'm saying they come fresh from their country straight to the ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
They don't go to the white neighborhoods. You can't go to a white neighborhood and find a Chinese place. You know what they call those? They call them Asian cuisine places there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. I never thought about it like that, but you're absolutely
Yeah.
right.
You can't go to their neighborhoods and find this shit. Where you go walk in there and say, yo, let me get some chicken wings and french fries. No, you got to get sushi and everything else in their neighborhood. In our neighborhoods, it's chicken wing, french fries, and because this is where the money is. Why we can't do that? We have the most talent, and we teach people to run with our ideas all the time. LeBron James, don't respect him. Biggest basketball player in the world. And instead of him saying, yo, fuck this shit, yo, let's go start our own league. Because the shit was built off of us. Football, our talents, music, our talents,
Mm-hmm.
the business industry, our talents. We had to figure a way to survive.
Boxing, they got us up there fighting each other,
Boxing,
killing each other. Who gonna die first? Mm-hmm.
listen,
We were
but
their entertainment. We were their
our people
entertainment,
love
still the
entertainment.
entertainment.
Our
Mm-hmm.
people
What
love
you say?
marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Been married going on 3 years, right? Okay. What is the advice that you would give to a female? Not kind of to keep a happy home, but just in general to have peace within a relationship.
One, know yourself. Two, however you got them, that's how you gonna keep them. If you was trying to look cute every time you knew he was about to pop up, always look cute. Not at that nigga there, because as soon as you start looking crazy, you can't be mad when you go to looking other places. I know a lot of females that as soon as they get a dude, they just let themselves go. They get overly comfortable. They become depressed. They become like they feel like, oh, you're my husband. You have to be here for me. If I'm crying, you have to console me. If the bill is late, if I can't do it, you're supposed to do it. If not, it's fine. And I just like, what the fuck is going on in the world? Like, women are so emotional. They get too comfortable and they lose their self. If you know who you are before you even get into this relationship, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be just fine because you already know, okay, this is who I am, this is my life purpose, this is what I'm set here to do. And you go find a partner that's gonna assist you with it, not be a fucking crutch. Some people get married just because they never felt like nothing. Oh, this somebody that fucking accepts me. Then they
Mhm.
get married, then they get attention from somebody else. Now they cheating on the best thing that ever happened to them. They got some people get married. Think about back in the day, arranged marriages, where people would, Billy Joe's son just graduated. He's a doctor. He has money. You know, you need to go marry him. And now you just marrying Billy Joe Jr. for money. If people knew who they are, you know what I'm saying, before stepping into these relationships, knowing their purpose in life, having goals in place to reach that to their dying day, I guess, their mindset at least, they'd be fine. Because I'm not worried about why he not coming home. I know what his goal in life is. I know he got to go out there and make this money however he getting it. He got to go, you know what I'm saying? His purpose is to help these children. He out there coaching them children. I know why he not home.
Okay.
Versus, oh, where this nigga at? I don't know where he at. I don't know where he at. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Just,
So you said something that's very interesting to me. When you said if you met him being cute, continue to be cute, right? So what about the times where she can't be cute? I mean, sometimes you get into a relationship. Well, I mean, of course, your woman should always be cute to you, but what about the times where off the wake up and
no,
she
that's nothing. I'm not even talking about that. That's not. I personally know women that during the dating stage, they was, oh girl, he on his wheel, gonna put my lashes on, let me do this, let me do this, let me do that. Every time they think they about to see this dude, they all extra cute and stuff. Then years down the line, they're just up there just, it's like, nigga, is you wearing his clothes or what? Like, I don't know, what is this? It's like they punish the man. Like, I don't have to do it. You my husband. You have to accept
oh
me
man.
regardless. And it's like, wait, what the? How? You're not even stimulating this man. That's your partner. Stimulate him. Make him happy. Like, life is full of problems. Let that nigga wake up so beautiful sight. If you gotta throw a bonnet on and go brush your teeth, wash your face, throw some coconut oil on and stuff, do something. Be happy. But when you start going down here and letting yourself go, that's negative energy that you bringing in there. That's something else. This man got to go through. That's depression. That's dark energy. It's just that just fucks up everything. And like, women are already emotional. Don't add to the emotions, nigga. And then it's always women fall on these men to be their therapists and be their backbone. Men, especially black men, they already got it hard in America. They out here fighting all day, every day. They don't want to come home and fight you. They don't want to have to come home. Like, it's okay for women to have, go through certain problems. That's cool. Yeah, that nigga's supposed to be there for you. But when you just constantly, just always just mad and angry, and not only are you mad and angry, you stink. You just let yourself go. What the fuck am I here for? What am I holding on for? Hey, pick that chair up. Pick it up. You didn't made this man life miserable for nothing. Let that man go.
What about the conversation? What
They don't
is
even,
there?
good people don't even have conversations no more. Then they be so invested in houses. They didn't bought a house together. They got cars together. They splitting bills. Make it work. Make it work.
What is the most detrimental thing that causes marriages, not just the typical relationship, marriages to fall apart, in your opinion?
That's what it is. People not know who they are. They not know who they are, their purpose for life. A lot of people get married just for that emotional support. And once you're there and you get that, they become dependent on the other person. They use that person as a crutch and start damaging their fucking life. Like, I know a lot of niggas be like, they'll be out and stuff, and the girl will be mad. You always out with your friends. Y'all always going to shoot pool. Y'all going to play basketball, this and that. He like, well, get up. You go do something with yourself. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You don't never spend no time with me. If you knew who the fuck you were, you would be happy in your own self. I got too much shit to do. You know what I'm saying? Single always have a good day, no matter what. If you knew who you are, and stop. You were happy in your own self. It'd be so many less problems, even outside of relationships. The world would be a better fucking place.
Right.
And also, too, let me say, I always talk about expectations. Get down and stop. Get down. Thank you. People have expectations for people. Again, that's my husband. I expect him to do this. This is my child. I expect him to listen to his mom because that's the way I'm raising him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when people don't meet those expectations, their whole world fall apart. You can't push however the fuck people live their life. That's how they live their life. That's their action. That's their life. That's them living their life. You only have one. Live it. You can't be mad, be judgmental to that person, start treating that person bad because of what they choose to do with their life. That's their life. You have to focus on you. Stop setting expectations for people. Relationship.
But do you think it helps if you tell them your expectations? I think a lot of
I
people
don't have
go
just
into
don't go in there
relationships
with
like that.
expectations at all. Don't go in there with expectations at all. At all.
Really?
No.
That's interesting.
Because once somebody don't meet the expectation, that's a problem. I look at everything with energy. That's negative energy that you bringing in there. If I expect you to be home before midnight and you out there coaching kids, you got a problem. You on a block talking to a kid like, look, or their parents ain't home. You got to wait to find where the fuck their parents is to get them inside. Or now this nigga home at 2 o'clock in the morning. You didn't meet the expectation. That's the one. What's the first thing I'm going to think? You out there with a bitch. You out there cheating.
Yeah. You're right.
They got some women that's just real, like they don't give a fuck. They don't even think a nigga cheating. Man, fuck that kid. Your kid's over here. What you worry about him for? That's that man life purpose. Is to help that generation. Yeah. How you gonna knock him for doing what's set for his life? Because you said the expectation.
That's very interesting. You're the first female that I've heard to say just cut out the expectation. Any other female that I've spoken to, that's the first thing they kind of push out there. Expect the best for yourself, and
for yourself, not nobody else.
Yo, that's very, very interesting. That's dope. I like that side of things. I never thought about it like that. Males, same question.
I think males are just dogs. I think
Sid, don't do us like that. Sid, don't do us like that.
Okay, so let me break it down. Just everything energy to me. I look at it differently. Women go on looks, but they go by hearing. You could just lie to them. Men go by looks. They go by what attracts them. Something about this woman, when I saw her, attracted me. Mm-hmm. Women be like, girl, guess what he told me? Then they'll say, oh, he look good. Women hear, men see. That's why women are supposed to follow men, because they see. Right? Men, okay, so what is called, I think, pheromones, that's released out the women's hair, right? They're sending signals to the man. That's what attracts. It was like bird and the bees, flowers and shit, stuff like that.
Right.
Most women don't even wear their natural hair. So when men think they can't feel that energy coming to them, they can't be attracted to a woman from what they feel, because most women are fucking fake. Even their energy is fake. So he has to go on what he sees. Now she has to look good to him because he can't feel her.
Oh, you talking some shit now, son. You got to break that all the way down. That's crazy. Wow. Okay, so
It's like
yeah,
dogs. Dogs know, a male dog know when a female dog is in heat.
right.
That's that energy giving off. That's those pheromones, and I forgot what it's called for men. But whatever, that's ejecting out of their body. You can feel it. That energy that they were putting out there, they feel it. Women are so fake and tainted mentally. Fake hair, fake lashes, fake bodies. They can't feel that energy. Men cannot feel that energy. So now they have to make up for what lacks with the energy that they want to feel to what's good to the eye.
Do you think either party is actually looking for genuineness and the genuine love that we used to perceive? Like I'm pretty
Oh,
sure like in high school, you know how you went through the puppy love and you just like whoever you were dealing with, you was just like, oh my God, this person left me, I'm gonna die type of thing. Do you think on both parties, male and female nowadays, do you feel like they're looking for actual life partners or they're looking for something temporary for the time being?
that energy period has been so tainted with. Everything is fake. The food that we eat is fake. We are not ejecting those energies, those hormones and stuff out. So
Yeah.
no, nothing is. It's very hard to find real love. Very hard. And something else I wanted to say too. I forgot, but it's hard. It's hard. The media, the music, everything is telling you don't be in a relationship. The world itself is divided. Period. It's every man for itself.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
no, we don't. Where the fuck is the love in the world? They
There
got
isn't.
women. Look, I was saying they gave out all these this loan money, all these extra food stamps and all that due to COVID, right?
Mhm.
I didn't see so many women when got their body done. They having parties. They taking girls trips. Neglecting their children. They don't even have love for their children.
Do you believe the court systems? Uh, I
Fuck
don't know.
no.
I always want to ask a woman this. You know, do you believe the court systems have more favoritism towards the black woman than the black male?
No, they slam all us. They slam the fuck out of us. Period. No. I told you I was in juvenile, my whole juvenile. Nigga, it was not. No. Mm-mm. Nah, they don't give a fuck. They want you a black woman, you up there, they're like, oh, this another ghetto bitch. Here she go. Again, that she only take care of her children. Where her children at?
Yeah. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
got 5 baby daddies. Well, bitch, maybe none of them niggas was worth it. And we just, I just so happen to get pregnant. Like, what the fuck? You go blame me for relationships not working out? Nah, I'm ghetto and I'm this and I'm that. Nah. Nah,
I
they don't
think
give a
that's the
fuck.
biggest misconception too. I think our first perception of people is always the judgment. Whatever we see
Expectation.
first is what we go off of. We don't see the person for who they are, and I think that taints a lot of maybe some solidified friendships, relationships, and all of the above because the first thing we do is judge a lot of times, man, and it's to the point where
Expectation.
they're judging
I
everything.
looked at you and I expected you to be this way. So now
Ah,
whether I
makes
meet it or go
sense.
above it, it's a problem. Look, if I go beneath that expectation, oh, I knew she was like that any fucking way. If I go above it, man, who this bitch think she is?
Ah,
The world itself is fucked up. It's tainted. There's no love. It's just every man for themselves. And I always say, I be like, bitch, stop playing on me. Stop hating on me. Welcome to the city, bitch. Take fucking notes. Before you hate on me and want to do all this extra shit, take notes on what the fuck going on here. You might learn something to help you for your life.
yeah,
They got people that emanate such a wonderful fucking life when they know who the fuck they are. When people say, oh, I'm woke and my chakras are aligned, and I don't know about all that. All I know is I know who the fuck I am. I know my purpose. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So when I see other people, like, let me go back to this. They are people that emanate such a big light, a big presence, that when other people see them, they either want to follow them. Remember how in school be like, man, they're like a cool kid. Like, I want to be their friend. They got people that want to be like that. They got the people, man, who the fuck she thinks she is? And they got the people that's like, man, how the fuck she do? Hey, how she doing what she doing? How she able to get away with this, and that? I want to be able to knock this bitch out the park. Let me study her so I can be better than her. Then they got, now this is my recommendation for people. Go look in the fucking mirror and look at yourself. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I have going on over here. Find yourself. Find yourself. Find your life purpose. You will be, get off that. You will be a happy person.
What is your advice for someone that's trying to find themselves? A lot of people try to bury themselves in religion.
I got you. It's called, I call it your gifts, right? Santa Claus bring gifts. They say God give blessings, right? Everybody accept gifts. They're happy with it. A lot of times people don't accept their gifts. I know people that could sing. I'm like, oh girl, I can't really sing like that, but they could sing. You know what I'm saying? That's their gift. It's life. It's fucked up. Yeah, we all gotta work a job. But if you can use that gift to help somebody else, it's a reason why you can do that and other people can't. That's your gift. Find a way to, and I had to, and this is me. This was me talking to my. I got 2 books about this. Matter of fact, where I'm telling people, find who you are. Get you a list of everything that you're good at, that you know for sure you good at. Write that shit down. Try to implement that shit in your daily life at least once time every fucking day. I promise you, it's gonna be like food to your soul. You're gonna be much more happier. Much more happier. Cooking. If you good at cooking, it's the reason why you can whip up a fucking dish that's like no other. When you cooking that food, pray over that food. So the people that's eating that food, that's gonna be real food, soul food for real, for real. You blessing them.
Right,
You blessing
right.
them. You passing that gift on, that present. Whatever you put out into this world, that's what you get back. When you sharing your gifts and talents with the world, you get those blessings back. You're able to be more happy and move more freely throughout life. You're happy.
Where can we find these books at?
All of them are on Amazon. Amazon.
Give us the names and definitely the author that they're under. Of course, it's you, but the whole spill.
Yeah, my first book ever was Welcome to Sin City. It's you will learn a lot about me. After that, I got 2 books. It's Sin City Chronicles. They just some shit I made up and wrote about. It's cool. After that, I have Sunrise in Sin City. That's my favorite book that I always promote because it's talking about what we talking about right now.
Mm-hmm.
Finding yourself. Here's ways to find yourself. Here's to a better life, and it breaks down everything that I've been through in life. Homeless, debts, blah blah blah. It breaks it down. So okay, if you're dealing with this right now, go to this chapter. Let me tell you how I overcame it. With some tips for you to feel better in this moment. Then after that, I wrote one recently. It's called Orphan Shortage, and it talks about me in my short time. I think I was in foster care for like 2 years, but it talks about my short time in foster care and how people would think, oh, she was in foster care, this and that. Nah, nigga, I was in foster care moving like a fucking boss. These niggas got a credit card with $10,000 on it every fucking month. We found a way to get that bitch. That's our money. Everybody in the house had a fucking role. I was known for weed. So I'm the one with weed and cigarettes, alcohol. I could go in the stores and get all that there. So here we go. Let me help y'all. Y'all want this weed? Okay, here. Y'all need to drink. Y'all need to smoke. What y'all got? Come on. Let me help y'all calm y'all nerves. Another one know how to do hair. All right, bitch, I'm gonna need you to be up at 5:30 every morning and do our hair before school. One of them was a good thief. She the one stole a credit card. She stole us a call.
So it sounds to me you have always not taken, but you are built in a leadership role, and you've always known that you have been who you are. It didn't take much for you to find yourself, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So with the foster home, juvenile detention, and just the whole New Orleans experience out of your life, what have you taken from all of that you can say that actually molded you to who you are today?
It's that I used to go through stuff so bad in life, and I was like, how could this be me? Like, how could I? Like, this is stuff that I went through that I'm not gonna discuss right here. Maybe another episode. But stuff that I've been through in life, this is stuff that you would hear on movies, stuff like that. Like this is not something that you would hear from an ordinary
What's up, big dog?
me. You know what I'm saying? So, and look, I was going through stuff and people didn't even know. Like, I'm gonna say this, I got kidnapped for like months and nobody never knew about it. Even like coming out of the situation, like I'm talking about the next day of being rescued and all that, waking up the next morning, I'm just going about like nothing ever happened. I used to always like, how could this stuff happen to me? But I know why it happened to me. I had to go through all that because I'm able to help so many people to this day. And I'm able to be the strong force that a lot of women are not. A lot of stuff that I done been through, these motherfuckers would have committed suicide. They'd have cracked under pressure. A lot of people still to this day, it's like, oh, I do this because I was molested as a kid and y'all don't know what I've been through. My mom wasn't there for me, this and that. And you be like, nigga, you still got your life. You still have your life, so what you gonna do with it? I have a lot of
That's
people, even with this YouTube stuff, how people call me, or they'll call me on Instagram just out the blue, like, hey, son, you know, I don't know, something just made me reach out to you. And I'm like, I'm already knowing because I know my purpose in life. So
right,
I know
right.
what made you reach out to me. But go ahead, I'm gonna listen to you. And they telling me these stories, and on the inside, I be crying for these people. I ain't much, but I'm like, oh fuck, that's horrible. But because of what I've been through, I'm able to like, nigga, listen, fuck that crying bullshit. We gonna get this shit together. Woo woo. I'm able to help them through their situation. It been sometimes I get off the phone, I be crying for the people. I'm like, oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Was I too harsh on the people? Hey, but I'm definitely able to help them. I'm able to see life in such a different light to again help people, motivate them. Again, life is full of fucking problems, but you have to keep going. If you if you just let it just if you so much focused on problems and especially the past, you will never be able to move on to a future. You're gonna always be stuck in
Absolutely.
that same space. I
I
have a
agree.
thing where I call people nobodies. They have a lot of nobodies that's walking around. They don't know who they are, and they're making no progress. Being from New Orleans, I know people that before Katrina, well, they still got projects, but I know people that's been staying in the same hood, same project, same apartment, whatever, for years. They've been on Section 8 my entire life.
Yeah.
And it's like, you ain't gonna elevate at all. You're gonna still be stuck. It's no way possible that you can elevate in life.
It's a taught behavior is what I realized because I come from a place where we have a lot of projects in New York City,
Mm.
and it became a generational thing. I know a lot of people that started off with the grandmother all the way down into the great grands now have project apartments because it's a taught behavior. I always felt like after you hit a certain age, you should be knowledgeable enough to say, all right, yo, look, my rent $110 a month. I'm gonna go get this bullshit job at McDonald's. I'm gonna take all them paychecks and I'm gonna save them for 5 years. And then I'm gonna go buy my land in my home flat out.
Section 8 have home buyers program.
Do
So
they?
you could
I
be
didn't
on
know that.
Section 8 for 2, 3 years and get a whole house.
Oh, see,
But that's so
I
that's
didn't
why
know
I'm
that.
like, why you still listen? When I say learn about the gifts that you possess, let me go to cooking. I could go work this job on the weekends, days I'm off or whatever. I'm making plates. A lot of people in New Orleans sell plates on Fridays, fish plates, whatever, whatever. You can still make that extra money, put that to the side. This is for my house. This is for my house. You
Right,
know what I'm saying? People don't think like that. They get in that situation like, oh girl, my rent on there $100. And they good to go. They gonna buy all these clothes and da 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 partying, and it's like you are not setting yourself up to succeed at all. You are not advancing in life.
right,
You live
right,
in the
right.
moment. Again, that's nobody. I call it like it sounds so harsh when I say it. It's like nigga, you are nobody. Like
I mean, but some people need to hear it that way, and I believe the reason why a lot of people are downfalling now is because they don't have anybody that's going to keep it all the way real with them and go at them 100%. I think a lot of people are being babied now,
yeah.
and they're comfortable with that, and that's not cool. I have a question for you. I don't know, it just popped up on my mind. If you want to breeze past it, we're going to breeze past it. We're not going to go into it if you don't. I wanted to ask you, do you believe in like the paranormal thing? Because I'm thinking about
Yeah.
New Orleans and how spiritual it is and things like that. Because you always hear about New Orleans and voodoo and all the rest of this
And if you go
nonsense.
to New Orleans and talk to people like me, they're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Really?
Yes. I don't know. That perception of New Orleans is so crazy. Because we be like, bitch, we don't fuck with voodoo. Me, I know all about it. I know all about it.
So is it something that you
Paranormal?
have
Yes.
to? Is it something that you have to go and search for, or because it, obviously
No,
you say
people,
it's not a
people,
culture thing?
people put these titles on these things, and it's so crazy. All right, so the spiritual people, the conscious community, they'll talk about I'm manifesting this, I'm manifesting that, and da da
Right.
da. Nigga, they got so much in my life, yo. Well, people that knew me back then, they're really looking at me like this bitch must be scamming or something. She must have married that nigga for a reason. Like, how she get where she at? When they say manifesting, it's all about, again, energy that you put in that belief that you put in. Like they said, the power of the tongue is so powerful. Listen, let me say it like this. I'm gonna say from a church point of view. People go to church, they pray to God, right? They are so gung ho, like, Lord, please do it for me. Please do it for me. I know God got my back. I know He gonna do this for me. I know He gonna do that for me. A lot of times that shit happen, not because God, it's because that energy that you put into that. You just like, you so, what they say, intentions. You so, what am I looking for? Your belief is so strong in this and what you want that it happens for you. They got people, I know people that go to the casino like, girl, I'm about to go hit big tonight. I'm going to hit big. Like, they going to give me my money, bring me my coins. And they hit
Mm-hmm.
big. That's that energy. That's them believing that this is what I'm saying. I'm believing this before I even get in the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You go to church, they tell you, when you ask God, you got to already know that it's already done. When people say voodoo and all that, the fucking powers that we put into, it's already inside of you. It's already inside of you. You're a fucking God. And I hate to like even get on it. People be like, this bitch crazy. You are a God.
That's why we're
You
here.
are a
Let's
God.
talk about it.
When they so here's my thing. People use God as a crutch. I'm not gonna say most high because I feel like there is a most high deity spirit out there. They use God as a crutch. Oh girl, I'm just waiting on the Lord. Girl, I don't know about this life, but I know the Lord won't work it out. Bitch, why the fuck do you have 2 feet and 2 fucking arms and legs and shit and that's all fucking working? You can't go out there and get it? Why you gotta wait on God for something that you can do for yourself? What are you talking about? Where was your
That's very
preparation
true.
before this light bill was due? People use God as a crutch. When it comes to voodoo and all that shit is just, it's a play on words. It's a play on words. If people knew who they were, the life would be so much easier. It has nothing to do with no third eye and all that. It's just you know your purpose in life and you not stopping at nothing to get it. When you wake up every fucking day, understand that this is another opportunity for you to do some shit. I tell you, when I go to sleep, nigga, I have mastered life so much to where when I'm going to sleep, let me tell you, I'm in a whole different realm. I'm talking to motherfuckers in my dream like, bitch, I wish you would. Like, nah, you not about to fuck with me. No, you not. I've seen shit, dog. People gotta tap into this. So they got people that be like, they go to sleep and they don't have dreams or they can't remember their dreams. It's because you're not even fucking tapped in. It's something that's clouding your mind and just something just not fucking right about you to where you can't remember that shit. Because when you die, it's like what, sleeping, right?
Yeah.
So when you sleeping, that's just when you die, you go into a different realm. When you sleep, you're in a different realm. People gotta tap into
So,
that shit, master that shit. That's how
so
that's how that's how I manifested a lot of shit. I didn't went in my dreams like, bitch, I want this house. This is, and then woke up and actually drove past shit and like, oh nigga, this the fucking house that was in my dream. Real shit.
all right. So, like I said, we can bypass this if you want, right? So I watched the episode with Queen Domain, nowhere else but on her channel about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those type of things, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know if it's just me, but those type of things scare me. I try to stay away from those things and stuff like that because I honestly, I'm not the one that want to be reached out to from.
I don't either.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of cool. And I ain't gonna front. I watched her for about an hour, scared to death. But after a while, seeing certain stories, and you know what I'm talking about, um, and things didn't add up, it confused me. Do you believe in? Do you think people can actually do that?
Yes, I'm one of them. Yes, sir. Yes.
Oh,
So this is my thing. They got people that sit up there. They have these tarot cards and this and that. That's cool. That's fine because sometimes people are not tuned in all the way. Or sometimes messages don't come through as clear. I'm gonna give you an example. The Bible. The Bible tells you we know in part, we prophesy in part. There were prophets in the Bible that knew things that was gonna happen before it happened. Why the fuck you think that's not possible for our age right now? If it's in the
that's true.
Bible, it's a reason why they told that story. I don't believe the Bible, but it's a reason why they put those stories in there.
Is that a scary thing that you can do that for you?
No, I've been like this as a kid. I've been a dreamer since I was a kid. I'm known in my family for having fucking dreams, and it's like, bitch, pay attention to what the fuck she's telling you about this dream.
Wow.
Yeah. As far as you say you don't want people contacting you. If people like really paid attention to their surroundings, like you could just be sitting down, just chilling, and you'll see some. Well, there's spirits walking around you all day, every day. There's
I
so
know.
many.
I know.
There's so
I see it.
yeah. I'd be like, oh shit, bitch. Long they ain't fucking with me. I'm cool. I'm fine. We don't have a problem. My oldest son, his father was gonna always tell people about it. I really thought I was going crazy. This dude came to me in a fucking dream and basically was like, don't fight nobody. I'm home. I'm good. And I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck? Something wasn't right.
Mhm.
My baby, I think he was what, 3 at the time. He like, daddy, daddy. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you saying your daddy? I'm like, he gonna call you today. So my baby was like so scared. Like he didn't want to go to the bathroom by himself. And just everything was out the ordinary. So I'm like, man. So I'm up the whole night. I'm like, damn, like what the fuck? The next day, his brother comes to my house. When he pulls up in my driveway, I swear to God, I saw my baby daddy in the car. So I'm smiling because I'm thinking about my dream. Talking about, don't fight nobody, don't worry about nothing. I'm home.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking, oh shit, I get what the dream mean. That nigga saying, fuck them hoes, he want to be back with me. Come
Mhm.
to find out, what happened was a woman that he was with fucking murdered his ass. So he was trying to tell me, fuck that bitch, don't worry about it. I'm going to get justice. I'm in heaven. I'm fine. That nigga he used to come get in the bed with my baby. My baby come be like, Mom, look, he just go ahead, he just come right in here too. He used to be like, Mom, my dad is in the bed with me. Like he don't want to leave me alone. This nigga used to come. I used to have my TV on to where to go off at a certain time, and this nigga would come and cut my fucking TV off. It got to the point that I went to his brother. I'm like, dog, this nigga trying to reach out to us. I don't know what the fuck he trying to tell us. You gotta help me. He like, I don't believe in all that. This is that. As we talking about, we sit in the car. As we talking about, they got a row of street lights. Every fucking light on that street went fucking off until they got to the fucking car that we was in, and that bitch stopped. I said, now you gonna tell me that this nigga not trying to fucking reach out to us? The day of this nigga funeral, I said, son, they was not supposed to fucking kill this dude the way that they did it. I said, the fucking heavens are crying. I'm like, I feel that nigga crying. This is so sad. The day of his funeral, they said it was gonna be like 30% chance of rain, something like that, right? Not much. Why the fuck the city flooded? The fucking city flooded, my nigga. I'm like, I told you. So the repass is by his brother house, right?
Uh-huh.
The same brother. I tell this nigga the day before the funeral, they got this air condition loud, and I'm just sitting out. I just thought about saying, I'm like, now who all coming over here? You gonna allow all these people to come over here? Because this nigga ain't fuck with these people. So I'm like, are you sure they come to the funeral? You gonna let them come over here for the repass? He's like, yeah. So something I look at the air conditioner, I said, that'd be fucked up if that nigga cut that air conditioner off and make this bitch hot and make everybody uncomfortable, make them get the fuck up out of here. Show us my name is Sin City motherfucking Rap, real rap from Sin City Rap. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Exactly what the fuck happened. My mother
Did you
passed.
ever
My
get
mother,
that the
huh?
message of what he was trying to tell you or reach out to you and say?
I think he was confirming my gift for me. I always felt like I knew I had it in me, and I think that nigga just kind of wanted me to know, like, you all right? I got you. I'm on this other side now. I'm in another realm. I can fight for you over here. I want you to know I got you. I told you I never leave you. And we used to talk about certain shit, and it'd be like, nigga, if one of us go first, somebody gotta tell somebody, bitch, what's going on.
Right.
And so he definitely reached out. He still comes around. He still comes around. We'll feel his presence and stuff. My mother passed. My mother comes to me a lot,
Really?
especially in my dreams and stuff. And she tells me a lot of shit, and I be like, "What the fuck?" And it never fails. Always happens. Always happens. Never fails.
And that doesn't scare you at all.
It did growing up, but once he passed and my mother passed, these are familiar spirits that I'm familiar with.
Right, right.
No, and I know that I'm protected. It's like these other spirits and shit. They can't do me nothing. They can't do me nothing.
And that's tough. I mean, I believe in it. For a while, it confused me, but I believe in it because the closest person that I've been to, well, the closest two people that I've been to is my best friend who got murdered when we were 13. He got shot with a shotgun, and my grandmother who recently passed in 2014. And I see them, but I ignore it. I don't, because it scares me. I don't want you to come to me and tell me nothing. Because like I'm like, yo, I pass out, fuck around, be on the other
Hey,
side with y'all.
hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it definitely scares the shit out of me. Um, so I ignore it. Like I see little things that might walk by, but I know exactly who it is, but I act like I just like go on Instagram or
And
something.
they don't even. I don't think they be worried about it like that. They be like, okay, cool. Again, energies. They 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 like to be talked about. I think more than talked to. Cause you gotta think about like how we in this room. We got this world. We got so much going on. They're in a different room. They have other shit going on too.
Right.
So when we constantly talking about them and keeping their name lifted and stuff, I feel like that gives them energy. Um, and I've noticed that like if I'm talking about my mom too much or whatever, I feel like that boosts her energy up, and she comes to me like full force. I get every fucking message she's saying. I don't have to guess or anything like that. But just understand. I was just like you too. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I know who this is, nigga. You scaring the shit out of me, nigga. What the fuck? Like I used to be like that too, but it just took for them to go for me to not be afraid anymore. And also again telling you about just different things I've been through in life, they got me to being able to help other people. I feel like that's something too. At the time that both of them passed, then look, this is crazy. So my baby daddy passed away 7/17/17.
Oh,
My mother passed away 8/8/18. I was like, you serious? Are you fucking later with these numbers? 7 then 8. So I was scared for 9 and 19. I was
yeah,
like, what the fuck what
yeah.
happened to 2019? I'm like, what the fuck? Damn.
Do
Like
do you believe in
the
the
numerology thing?
yeah.
I'm not into it. I don't know, but I just know those numbers fucked me up. Those numbers fucked me up. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like I ain't gonna front when you said it. Well, when you said the second one, the 8, I don't know, it threw chills through my body. But it's like, yo, that's crazy. Like, what are the odds? Like
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
that's trippy right there.
Yeah. So I just look at it like that should happen for a reason. It definitely happened for a reason. It definitely was something to bring me to another level in my life. I don't know. Give me that. Get out of
That's wild. Um,
here.
we're probably gonna wind this down. Yo, Sin, I appreciate the conversations that we've had today. Very dope,
Thank you.
and you're for sure a dope person. Please inbox me all the links to your books, music, and everything, so I can put it in the description. Once
What they saying
again,
in the comments? They think I'm crazy.
oh no, actually, this is one of the comments I tried.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Allen. Try to look over.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually my little brother. He's a coach in Missouri at a
Oh,
college. Yeah, very dope. Young black man overcome the odds. Like I said, we come from the ghetto, the trenches, and this young man was actually the first in our family to go get his master's in college. Yeah, by himself, no help. No OGs, no none of that. Did his thing. All-star basketball player, a beautiful human being altogether. That's my heart and soul right there.
he understands his
He,
powers. He understands his powers.
yeah,
Living
he
life.
does. He does, and he's going to make it. something vicious. He won't pick up his cell phone though. He might as well throw that in the garbage. He won't pick up his phone to save our lives. But salute to him, salute to you again. Please send me the link so I can put all of what you have going on in the description box. Do you have anything that you want to promote? Please put it out there.
I had a video dropping either today or tomorrow. I'm waiting for the dude to send it to me and make sure that it's up to par with me. For the song Freedom, and I'm just basically talking about how they Biden and Kamala, whatever her name is, slamming these black men for no reason. And yeah, just talking about how women just misunderstand the black man, period. How the
Okay,
black man
okay.
is misunderstood.
Do I have permission to post it on the Facebook page and the
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah, as soon as I get it, I'll definitely send it to you. Yes, sir.
Most definitely, most definitely. Again, thank you for coming through. Your grind family, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, make sure you head over to the Facebook page, Eternal Grind, the podcast on Facebook. Like the page, Instagram, please, Eternal Grind _ the podcast. At Syncityrapz with a Z after the P. And I am at Syncityrapz with another Z after the P. Same thing on YouTube. Make sure you guys go sit in that synagogue, man, and pay attention, man, because she's keeping it real and raw. And she's holding it down, man, for us men and the ladies, man. I mean, you heard the interview, very interesting person. So make sure you guys keep up on her. For the time being, I will see you guys next week with somebody else to interview and talk crazy to. Let's see who we could get. All right, man, Grind family. Peace out.